Hello everyone. The next practical that we all have to complete is we have to draw a flow chart and a mind mapping for any topic related to the curriculum. So before we complete this practical, it is our prior responsibility to understand what is meant by flow chart, what is meant by mind mapping, why an engineer should learn to draw a flow chart and mind mapping. See, mind map and flowchart, it's very easy and you might have done it or you might have seen it. But in order to use these two tools in your academics and what are the advantages of it, everything we will discuss in this video. So let us understand what is meant by flowchart. Flowchart is a type of diagram that represents a workflow or process. A flowchart can also be defined as diagrammatic representation of a procedure, a step-by-step approach to solve a task. For example, every engineer, every technical person, he comes to know or she comes at such a point wherein he has an issue, a problem to solve. But if you don't know how to solve it, you need a flow chart of functions, what to do first, second, third, and finally. So every step, if you know in a very crystal clear manner, and if it is incorporated in a particular diagram, so step by step, if you follow the same steps, the operation will be completed, the problem will be solved, and that's why you should know how to draw a flow chart. You can use color combination, you can use different shapes, you can use arrows and everything. I've given you one flow chart in the next slide. You just have a look at it, but you are free to draw any type of flow chart of having any design, any color combination. It may be a combination of steps in the form of instructions, or maybe just pictures, or maybe just actions, or maybe just words. It's up to you. You are free to complete or draw a flow chart of your own choice. So after understanding the meaning of flow chart, let us understand the flowchart. See, I have shown you one flowchart. I've just given you a bulb not working. So check if it is plugged, check if it has current. If both the things are yes, if both responses are yes, then you do the next process. See if the bulb is not fused, check if the holder has current. If the answer is yes, then the next steps, if both responses are yes, then the do the next step process, like call a specialist electrician or see other arrangements. So step by step the problem of bulb is solved. It is just an example. You can put any topic of your syllabus, your curriculum of any program, any course, and you have to come up with this. Remember, if you know how to draw a flow chart, you can make your notes very easily. You can remember and recall such diagrams very easily. You can use very artistic colors, very artistic words, then patterns or actions or just signs and symbols, whatever you are comfortable. And let me tell you, if you convert any complex idea or any complex topic of your syllabus into such flowchart or mind mapping, in the process of making that or converting that particular point, which is very difficult to understand or very complex to understand, when you convert it into flowchart or mind mapping, in that process itself you understand it, and you just understand the highlights or the main points, and the same main points you can simply write it down in the examination and explain them. You will score maximum marks. So from that point of view, you have to complete this particular practical. Not only this flow chart, you should also know mind mapping. Now what is this mind map? Mind map, it is writing down a central theme and thinking of new or related ideas which radiate out from the center. For example, if I have to prepare mind map of Mumbai, then I'll say Mumbai. Then what radiates or what comes out of it? Population, local trains, then 24 hours jobs. So these are the different things that are the branches of one central idea, that is Mumbai. So in your syllabus also there might be some main point or main issue or main concept, and related to that main concept there are some subordinate concepts that come out of the central idea. You can prepare a mind map out of it. And see, mind map is such a structured way to capture and organize any idea that you will believe or you won't believe it. Unless and until you prepare it, you won't believe it. So prepare it and then you will understand that even the complex idea or very tough topic maybe from your mechanics, maybe from your computer, maybe from your IT or civil, you feel that it is really easy to understand and to write the answers based on that, because you have changed or converted that complex topic, a very tough or difficult to understand topic, into a mind map. Just one central idea, then whatever sub ideas or sub points of that idea, you can just prepare it, and even sub to sub points you can come up with. These points or this highlights, if you simply paste it somewhere in your study room, you can understand the complex concept in point. And the same points, if you can reproduce in your examination, definitely you will score maximum marks and you will understand it. So, and the same thing in future, when you become an engineer, you have to do the same things, because there are so many operations that the supervisors or the technicians or the workers, they do not know, and you can't be there everywhere. So in order to facilitate the things, you have to give so many instructions, maybe in the form of flowchart or maybe in form of mind mapping, so that any new machine, any new tool, the operator can understand the steps, and accordingly or following those steps, he or she can work very successfully without damaging the equipment, tool or machine, or without hurting himself or herself. And from that point of view, you have to complete this particular practical. So these are the three things that you need to have the mind map. That is the central idea, as I said, Mumbai associations, as I said, Mumbai locals, then Mumbai businessmen, the crowd, and sub branches like Mumbai food and all. So similarly, you have to take one tough topic of your syllabus of your any subject, and you have to come up with this mind mapping. See, mind mapping and flowchart both are very important from the point of view of an engineer, and you have to complete it from that point of view. And these are the advantages of mind mapping. Like, it makes it easier to retain and recall. As I said, you can simply use the same technique of mind mapping and flowchart to prepare your notes also. The same notes will be very very beneficial to just revise whatever you have studied or whatever you have done throughout the semester. The same main points can be reproduced in examination and you will score maximum marks, because majority of the time I have found that when as an assessor I go through your answer sheet, I just concentrate over the main points, because if you know the main points, it is assumed that you know the explanation. Second one, helps people learn new concepts. Even you, in future, new technology comes, new machine comes, and you are not aware about its operation and the functions. So the same thing, the flow chart and the mind map will help you out. Then comes, it makes learning more engaging. When you convert any complex idea or the point into a flowchart or mind map, in the process itself you are very busy, you are interested, you are using different colors, you using different techniques, and by that you will realize that it is the learning is getting more engaging, more interesting. It breaks down the complex relationships. For example, any complex phenomenon is there. It may be a machine, it may be a software, it may be a hardware, it may be any program that is there. But when if you look at it as a whole, it is very complex, and you feel that how can I understand it? But if you break it into different points, sub points, sub to sub points, you will understand that it is really easier. And there are so many complex operations engineers have to perform in their lifetime, and that's why it is very important. It really helps you to be creative, it increases your productivity. Besides that, it also enables you to collaborate with others, because everywhere you cannot be there. Maybe you're working in multinational companies, so you cannot be in every country or every state of any country. So you have to use the flow charts and the mind maps so that others can follow those instructions very clearly, because mind map and flowcharts are very crystal clear. Step by step the guidance is given, and if the people follow it, obviously they will understand and perform accordingly. So this is one mind map that I have prepared by using my own imagination. You can have your own style, you can have your own design, you can have your color combinations and all. I've just given you one particular central idea, that is successful engineer. Now associated ideas are latest knowledge, strong basics, good interpersonal skills, sincere and consistent. So within these four sub branches also, there can be sub to sub branches. You can just go on increasing it. If it is a larger and very complex idea, you can have it. So similarly, everybody has to take one topic or two topics and prepare a flow chart of it and mind map of it, and submit it as an assignment. You can just draw it or you can write it down or take the printout of it. It's up to you. Good luck. Thank you.